Hello, everybody. Welcome again to another edition of BadgerBlitz TV. I am Jake Kokorowski, senior writer at BadgerBlitz.com. Of course, your Rivals.com destination for all things Wisconsin athletics on the recruiting trail, inside Camp Randall Stadium, and of course on the court of the Kohl Center. Another weekly recruiting spotlight. We are getting closer to the early signing period, which starts on December 15th. And joining us, a birthday boy, just celebrated his birthday just yesterday. We're recording on Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon for Curtis. We have, of course, 2022 defensive line commit Curtis Neal on the show from Cornelius, North Carolina. Curtis, how you doing? Happy belated birthday, my friend.
Thank you. Doing well. Can't complain. What about yourself?
Doing great. You know, my birthday is coming up in just a couple of weeks from now on the 22nd, well, 11 days away. Obviously, I'm a little bit older than you, but I'm still a kid at heart, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
On that note, throughout your life, what's been your favorite birthday gift you received?
Okay, so I used to get like ESN cards. So I used to play the game a lot, but I really don't play the game anymore. So I stopped playing the game like 2 or 3 years ago to focus on football. But all I ask for, I like getting cologne. Like I love cologne. I just got some Dior cologne yesterday. I get clothes, shoes. Like that's really been my thing. Like I like looking nice, you feel me, smelling good. You can't go wrong with smelling good. So it's really been my thing now.
Is Dior your favorite cologne then, right now?
Uh, yeah, Dior or Angel Cologne. Dior or Angel Cologne. That's my favorite scent.
Excellent. And for your birthday, what'd you end up doing with the family?
Honestly, we went out to dinner and we went out to this place called Lincoln Pen. It's like bowling. You can have drinks and you can bring in food. It's a nice little cool area in Charlotte.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate you joining us after your birthday and kind of going through some stats here on BadgerBlitz.com. You know, according to Rivals, you had 26 offers. From looking at your offer sheet before you committed to Wisconsin, a who's who of the college powerhouses, right? Ohio State, who I know you took an official visit to, Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Ole Miss, Oregon, Penn State, among many others. You took your official visit to Wisconsin on the weekend of June 4th, and just about 3 weeks later, you publicly committed on June 25th. How's it feel having this? You're winding down to the early signing period. How's it feel to nearly put pen to paper for you?
Man, it feels great. It feels great, man. Like I feel like this is all a blessing. All glory to God. Yeah, man, it feels great. Like I can't wait to put pen and paper. Talk to Coach K yesterday, and yeah, and I can't wait to get down there January 16th. Like it's crazy. Something you dream of actually coming to reality is just amazing. I know so many kids probably dream of playing in the big lights, playing in the Big Ten. It's one of the biggest conference in Power Five football. It's crazy, man.
I was when you had, with in terms of in-home visits, I know we've seen some players, some coaches stop by for other players. Has Wisconsin done an in-home visit with you yet? And if so, what
Yeah,
goes into all of it?
yeah. Honestly, they did an in-home visit, and we were just pretty much talking, just like, can't wait till you get down. They tell me I look ready to play right now, so it's just working on me getting my knee back together and getting in the playbook and getting ready.
And
Season moments.
so who's all down there? Which coaches came down to visit you?
Coach K and Paul Chryst, the head coach.
So within the relationship with your future defensive line coach, Ross Kolodziej, how's that grown and developed throughout your time as a recruit and now, a few days away from signing?
That's my guy. Like I can't you feel me like that. He's really good people to me. Definitely CMS family. Met his wife. They're all just great people. Great people. Great individuals. I couldn't picture a better relationship with a D line coach. Like everything was great. He's definitely, if not the reason, the biggest reason I committed is because the relationship we had, and he definitely got me to settle it down and narrow my decision. And I definitely ended up choosing Wisconsin because of him.
I was like, what type of conversation, if don't mind me asking, in terms of what kind of conversations did you have, and just how did he reaffirm to you that Wisconsin would be the place for you?
He was just telling me that was his first year and that he definitely wants to change the program around and do new stuff on the D line and just everything like that. And I bought into everything he was talking about. And we definitely, when I was down there, we was pretty much. I think it was just me, really, the whole time. It was just us having one-on-ones, talking, and Coach Leonard and Coach K literally just drilled me about how I need to be here, how they want me here, and how it'd be a big change in the program. And I'll definitely, since um, Keanu staying, definitely be playing alongside him or getting behind, taking some reps and getting some knowledge from him. Definitely could be some help to the program. So definitely just reinstall me and drill that into my head. And I definitely want to made me want to settle down and commit here.
I'd say you talked about being used on the defensive line. Just what has Jim Leonard, what has Ross Kolodziej said to you about how they'd like to use you on that line in terms of positions and just what you could do with your abilities?
Same way they use Keanu, move him around, have him take on a double team, fill the middle up, stop the run game, occasionally rush the passer, do some stunts. Same way they move their nose around. I think it'd be pretty much different.
You mentioned your knee. I know for BadgerBlitz.com and our Commitment One-on-One article by John McNamara, who you've talked to before, our editor and recruiting analyst, that he noted that in this late June article that you had an ACL injury. May I ask this? How did the injury occur, and more importantly, just how are you progressing? Now getting to Madison coming up.
So what happened was I planned it wrong, and I heard a pop. Yeah, man, I fell on the ground and I couldn't really put much pressure on it. And a couple weeks later, I found out it was ACL injury, and I shifted my meniscus a little bit, so I had surgery on that. I got my range of motion back in 3 weeks, which really doesn't happen, but yeah, I bounced back quick. Started working out within like 3.5 weeks, which I wasn't supposed to do, but I'm a hard head, and yeah, so I've been progressing really fast. Like I've been locked in, more than locked in. Like I was just building up my strength. Yeah, everything's been going great. I started running like I want to say like 2 months ago, 2 months and a week ago, like that. So yeah, man, I've been progressing pretty good, and I want to say that's all glory to God. Like it's just praying, putting in the work, having faith. I've been through something like this before, so it was just build me build me to take on big challenges like that. So
Okay, when did
definitely this
that
story.
yeah, when did that all occur? When did that injury occur for you then?
I want to say it happened April 9th, if
Okay,
I'm not mistaken. And I
gotcha.
had my surgery on 28th. So I waited a little bit. I wanted to take my official visits and commit before I did anything because the recruiting process is very long and
Hmm.
crazy. So I wanted to be able to focus on my needs before I really did anything. So I was just like, let me get all this stuff out the way. And I really already felt like where I wanted to go, what two schools I really liked and I felt like fit me. So I just narrowed it down to those two. And I ended up picking Wisconsin. So
When it comes to that too, I was looking at some social media and seeing some of those workout videos. Seeing the flexing going on. Just how is the working out going? And just I guess how much do you lift right now? Considering going through your rehab.
are you talking about bench or squat?
Anything. I know bench might be obviously affected, but with everything with the knee. But how much? Yeah, where are you at right now for everything?
So bench, I bench like 4 or 5, and then for squat, I really haven't been. I haven't been going like so crazy, but I know it's probably like five. I could probably like hit 500 right now, but I haven't like went like too crazy because
Right.
I'm still coming, so I don't need to. I don't have nothing to prove, so I'm literally just trying to build my strength back, and yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, I mean, for me, I don't try to prove something to myself, but nearing 38 years old, and I have 3 boys that are jumping on me. I always try to get as much as I can. It's not. My wife's looking at me like, "Why are you doing so much?" It's like it's not really for like showing off. It's more just because I have 3 boys that weigh nearly 200 pounds altogether, trying to jump on me, and I'm getting frail apparently. So I need to lift that up a little bit more. When it comes to I guess where do they see you for? When it comes to when you get to UW, where will you be at? And what are what's their schedule? What are they telling you about where you'll be and like what type of rehab or other type of work you'll be doing once you get to Madison?
Um, I think I'll be pretty much doing like the same stuff, like just trying to build my strength back, and I know they'll be testing me to see where I'm at, like just overall, like how I'm doing right now, to see what certain workouts they can do with me. And I know it was just like they were showing me when I was down there, they were showing me like data graphs and all this different new like stuff they would be testing me with. So it looked kind of cool. Like I never really seen stuff like that. So they definitely have a good program. So I know with them I'll definitely bounce back soon. And yeah, I guess they're just gonna be testing me, see what am I like, what's overall like, what can they do with me so far, like what type of workouts and different things like that. So
So recruiting wise, in terms of the bond between the commits, we're less than a week away. We're about 4 days away from that early signing period. Just how have you seen the bond between this class of 2022 commits grow from the time you committed in late June to now?
yeah, I think we're all pretty close, man. I know most of us on the same official I was on, like most of the commits was on that official, so we're all pretty tight, and we all have a group chat that we text every day and stuff like that. So yeah, we're all pretty tight.
So even within your commitment too, have you had programs try to sniff around just to see, hey, how you doing, and gauging interest, and just as a recruit that's committed, like how do you, for the 99% of us that have never experienced a Division I Power Five, offer sheet, just how do you approach, schools talking to you when you're committed?
Sometimes I don't respond, but I will like I don't know. Like yeah, I don't know. Like I'll just be like, "What's up?" Or I don't know. Like I just like the message, but I really just don't pay it really any mind. Like I know I want to go, and I know what I'm signing. And I don't. You feel me? I don't need that. Like someone trying to persuade me to go somewhere else. Like where I'm focused at, I know where I'm going. First offer since my freshman year, man. It was just definitely a dream come true.
Is that what kickstarted the entire relationship with Wisconsin? Was the offer from Wisconsin during your freshman year?
Yeah, and I think that was definitely like one of the biggest reasons. Like they were the first school to believe on me, and it's definitely took that into consideration, man. It was crazy. Who would have known? Like out of my 34 scholarships, that the first school that offered me, I'll commit to. It was just crazy.
And then within that too, looking at your high school obviously has produced, a current Badger, Gio Paez, who's on the defensive line, who you'll be joining for Wisconsin coming up. There's also, you have a teammate, 2023 running back, JT Smith, and whatnot. What have you been talking to him about in terms of, obviously potentially, obviously in terms of his recruiting process and interest in Wisconsin, but also trying to respect his recruiting process and figuring out what school's best for him too?
Yeah, I definitely been trying to get him to come down here with me, but he has it's his own journey, it's his own story to write. So definitely been trying to persuade him a little bit. He always got some Wisconsin gear on, so I'd be like, man, you might as well commit. You always wearing our stuff. Yeah, man, trying to persuade him to join, but it's definitely his decision. So can't do a little too much, man.
Understood there. Coming up, we have these quick hitters we have with the commits and just talking. It's been a lot of fun. The first one, and it kind of goes back to your March 2020 tweet. I think it was March 9th, if I'm not mistaken. You released your top 5 of sorts in terms of restaurants, and you had Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, Cookout, Zaxby's, and Bojangles. I checked this morning, Curtis. It received, as of today, 6,700 retweets, over 49,000 likes. You had Scott Van Pelt tweeting at you about that. You retweeted that yesterday, I believe. Did you expect that tweet to take off like that?
Not really. Honestly, not really. Like it was just a fun idea, I thought, because everybody kept asking me like, when will I narrow down my schools? And I was like, I got some for them. So I'm like, that whole week I was top 5. I'm dropping the top 5, and it ended up being the foods, and it just like took off. Like I posted it late at night too, so I was just like, it was just something fun. And Best Celebrations picked it up, like all like the sporting pages, and yeah, it was just a bunch of pages that picked it up, and I seen a bunch of people retweeting it. I know Dick's had hit me up, Zaxby's, like it was just like it was definitely a dope moment, man. Definitely was. Cool.
What was I know I mentioned Scott Van Pelt, you mentioned Dick's Sporting Goods. What was the tweet or response or retweet that like stood out to you most out of that one?
When Dix was just like, that Rivals needs to make me a 6-star, man. No.
Within that, then, looking, what's your top five now in terms of those type of restaurant chains? And does it include a particular fast food chain born in the state of Wisconsin known as Culver's?
I'm a commit to Culver's, so I really don't have a Culver's is number one.
When it comes to, I've asked all these commits this when it comes to, we watch the Badgers come through that arch at Camp Randall Stadium. They got the headphones on. They're they're focused in. For you, for pregame, when you're out there on the field, if you have headphones on, what music is getting you hyped up and ready for the game?
Man, definitely. My favorite artist is Lil Durk, so I'll probably listen to Lil Durk. Probably, I need to calm down a little bit because I get real amped. So then I'll turn on some Raw Wave, have me settle down a little bit. Then I don't know, like I just mix it up with Lil Durk, Raw Wave, then turn on some Lil Baby. You can't go wrong with that. Then it's time to play. Time to put them pads on. So definitely want to listening to, walking into.
So you and I were talking before we started recording. Your plans right now, you're going to enroll early then at Wisconsin coming up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what are plans for the early signing period for you then? What's going on in terms of any signing ceremony coming up this upcoming week? Any celebrations going forward to, like I said, signing that national letter of intent and making it official with Wisconsin?
I think it's just going to be all the kids that signed it earlier are going to sign and have a lot of people there. And I know I might do something for my signing afterwards, but I don't know yet. So definitely, it's definitely a big moment for me. And a bunch of my family's coming down. So that's a big celebration within itself.
And then last question for you, for Wisconsin fans, what should they expect out of you when you get here up here to Madison?
And expect a dedicated kid, man. This has always been my dream. I've been putting my all into this, so definitely just expect a dedicated kid that's going to try his hardest to please you guys and try to please myself. I want to prove myself right before I can prove anybody else wrong, so definitely.
Excellent. Curtis, man, we appreciate your time this weekend. Again, happy birthday. Have a wonderful holiday season. Looking forward to covering you when you get up here, about a month and 5 days away, and looking forward to covering you once you get up here for spring football.
Thank you so much, man.
Folks,
have an awesome day.
You as well. That's Curtis Neal, defensive line commit for the Wisconsin Badgers, signing next week, part of the early signing period. I'm Jay Kokorowski. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search Badger Blitz on YouTube. We've been doing a lot of these fun commit interviews. On top of that, please follow us on Facebook, Wisconsin Badgers on BadgerBlitz.com. We have a lot more coming up. We'll have some more videos as we approach early signing period, some recruiting analysis too. We're having a lot of fun right here. Big thanks to Curtis once again. We'll talk to you all soon. Have a great weekend.